Well, in this video, I am going to be touching on so many things that people are not talking about in this current market when it comes to having and buying real estate rentals. My name is Homero Corona. I'm a real estate investor. I started in 2018 in my journey, and real estate has changed my life. The harsh reality of rentals in real estate as of this current market right now. I know that a lot of people, maybe if you've gone to a Robert Kiyosaki event, maybe you've gone into a local event where somebody pitched the idea of buying real estate rentals, and that is an incredible thing, and it's life-changing. We still own real estate rentals because it's an incredible benefit, right? Number one, you have tax advantages. Number two, you have cash flow. Number three, you're building wealth. There's so many advantages of rentals. But what I do want to talk about in this video is I want to share with you why right now you want to be aware of some things if you're wanting to buy rentals. The first thing that I want to touch on that very few people are talking about is property insurance. As of you guys are aware, there has been an incredible unforeseen events over the last couple of years. If you're in North Texas, you guys know Snowmageddon. There's been some storms, hurricanes all across the nation, tornadoes. There's so many things that has impacted the insurance industry and has caused the insurance cost to significantly skyrocket to the point to companies out in Florida, companies out in Texas are pulling out of those markets because they're not able to sustain, business in those areas because they have so many claims, because there's constant storms in the area, there's constant hail damage, and they just can't keep up with it. So number one, some of those companies are pulling out completely. Number two, the rates have skyrocketed significantly. I was actually just reading a post this morning from a very popular DFW real estate investment group. I think there's like close to 60,000 members, and somebody posted, please help. My insurance for my rental property has gone up 3x. I mean, can you imagine a property going from, let's say, $2,000 a year to $6,000 a year? What do you think that's gonna do to your cash flow? That's gonna bring it down to maybe zero in some cases, and maybe even cost you to put money out of your pocket to lose money. Whenever you're buying rental properties, you gotta be aware, why are you buying rental properties? If you're buying rental properties for cash flow, typically, that's not the reason that you should be buying rental properties. You should probably be buying notes. Why are notes so much better? Well, I have some videos that I've actually done on notes, but one of the reasons that I tell you really quickly is when it comes to rentals, you have a lot of things that are not in your control. Number one, insurance, as I talked about, going up 2-3 times what it was the previous year. Number two, property taxes. You gotta constantly be dealing with property taxes where you might have been paying $1,500, now you're paying $5,000, $7,000, $8,000 for property taxes compared to the last couple of years. And that's gonna make it harder to cash flow, right? You have unforeseen expenses, right? Where maybe you got a crazy tornado or storm that knocked the whole fence or knocked a tree over the neighbors, and you gotta repair that, right? HVAC system, plumbing system, all those things are, as a property owner and landlord, you're gonna have to deal with whenever you have a rental property that's gonna diminish and actually maybe sometimes make your cash flow go negative. And with notes, if you buy a note, typically a note, you know whether you're getting 6%, 7%, 8%, 9% return, and guess what happens every single month? That money comes in, and guess what happens the next month? That money comes in, the money comes in. Do you have to worry about toilets? No. Do you have to worry about tenants? No. Whose issue is the property taxes? Not yours, the owner's. Whose issue is the insurance? Not yours. Note investing is typically a little bit better when it comes to making sure you get the actual cash flow that you want. Now, if you're wanting to maybe have money that you just want to put in a safe and secure area, rentals typically historically have been a safe place to put them. So if that's the reason, great. Maybe rentals are better than notes, right? But a lot of people sometimes think that just by buying a rental property, they're gonna cash flow, they're gonna be able to just sit back and go to the beach and just not worry about life. It doesn't really work that way. There is a lot of work that comes with rentals. So that you guys are aware with. So whenever you're out there buying rental properties, just be aware that they're not cash flowing like they were several years ago for three things, and I talked about two. Number one, property taxes. Number two, insurance. And the third one that you guys are probably aware of is what? Interest rates. Interest rates have significantly gone up to over double of what it was just a couple of years ago. Now, I get it, I understand in the 80s, 90s, interest rates were 10, 12, 13, 14, 15%, but also properties weren't what they are now, right? I mean, the average home like on DFW is like, you know, 350,000 compared to what it was maybe 150, 200,000 just several years ago, right? So interest rates also are going to cause your cash flow to go down significantly. So when you're analyzing a property, just making sure that you're really analyzing and really knowing that what you're actually going to cash flow. A lot of people think that, you know, they're cash flowing maybe 7-8% on a rental property, when in reality they may be cash flowing 1-2%. So buying a 6-7-8% note may be the best thing for you. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. If you guys like what you have heard so far and like some of the videos, making sure that you're a subscriber, making sure that you like, share with somebody that may find this content valuable, that is searching for this great information just like I was several years ago. And I have a free resource for those of you guys that are interested. I have a website, noteinvesting.com. I'll make sure to put it in the description, the link below, noteinvesting.com. You can actually get access to a free class that I talked about note investing. For those of you guys that are interested in how you become a note investor and typically maybe want to be a little bit more passive versus active. So thank you guys for tuning into this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.